This is Peru. Miraflores overlooks lush green cliffs above the ocean. A city center bustles with tourists and business people. But locals say this is actually Peru. Crumbling rooftops with exposed rebar, dirt roads, and stray dogs. Maria PACHECO has lived in COMAS for 15 years. She lives in a small house with no electricity. The only light source, a hole in the ceiling. Her rent is 250 soles, or about $75 US. Some months she cannot afford to pay it.
Y a veces no alcanza porque no hay ni trabajo.
PACHECO says the government does not help her or her neighbors. She is alone and starving. She does not even own a plate. With 700,000 Venezuelan refugees fleeing to Lima and its outskirts, she says government resources are even more scarce.
Peru is a rich and poor country at the same time because of there's lack of education. The governments before didn't invest enough in education.
Some are taking it upon themselves to eradicate poverty in Peru, claiming this is a problem that can be solved with education in the long term.
That's why I think education is an important focus here, because it's the next step. After the basic needs are taken care of, we want to educate the kids and the teens and the women here so that they can achieve even greater financial success for their families.
Emma Livingston, an American, runs the Light and Leadership Initiative, a nonprofit school in HUAMAN, another poor area of Lima. HUAMAN is divided into several districts. Behind me, here in the mountains, is one of the poorest regions, where they may not even have running water, and if they do, they may only share one community toilet. It's these students that attend the Light and Leadership Initiative. Livingston is preparing for school to start the next week. She received her first Venezuelan students this year.
Bueno, salí de Venezuela por la situación que está atravesando mi país ahorita, la situación económica, social, política, y entré en septiembre del 2017 con mi niña.
Livingston and Rosales have high hopes that the school will bring a bright future to HUAMAN for both Peruvians and Venezuelans.
Through our programs, we're forming the future leaders of HUAMAN, and the idea is that those leaders will take on our role in the community here in like 5-10 years.
The school currently has 2 teachers, including Rodrigo Carabanco, who graduated from its own program and who they hope will be among HUAMAN's future leaders. Anikka Abbott, Cronkite News, Lima, Peru.